What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Own the Chaos. My name is Brad and I'm your host, and we talk about everything over-the-counter stocks here. What are over-the-counter stocks? Stocks that are not traded on the New York Stock Exchange, and it's a very volatile environment to say the least. So it can get a little dicey if you don't know what you're saying or what you're doing. Sorry, what you're doing, and so that's what we do here on this channel. We help you kind of understand how they work and how to profit from them, and really, I think, in my opinion, that it could be a good way to start a small account. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. So if you're joining me for the first time, welcome. As you can see here over here in the chat, you can ask any questions you'd like. Always at all of my live streams, I answer any questions that people might have about the OTC or the topic at hand. And so let's get started. So let me welcome some folks here. Steve, what's going on? Josh, Tara, Lavid, iPhone, and Thomas, what's going on, guys? So feel free to ask questions within the group, and I'll be happy to get to those. So how do I grow a small account? So this is something that I've gone over in the past, but it's been a while, and we've gotten a lot of new members within the group, and I don't want you guys getting lost in the shuffle on how to start a small account. So what do you start off with? So I always suggest starting off with a reasonable number to invest with. And why I say that is because you're going to end up paying commissions within when you're trading over-the-counter stocks. There's no you can't trade these stocks on free platforms such as Robinhood, but in my opinion, Robinhood is not worth anything. It doesn't provide you the tools for like technical analysis and that sort of thing on platforms like TD Ameritrade and E-Trade do. And those are the two platforms that I always suggest that you trade with when trading over-the-counter stocks. I think that they provide the widest array of over-the-counter stocks that you can trade with the least amount of restrictions. So TD Ameritrade and E-Trade is how you start off with, what you start off with, in my opinion. And then so what does a reasonable number look like? $1,000 to $3,000 is a reasonable amount of money to start off with when you're trading. And keep in mind that $1,000 to $3,000 should be money that you don't need at the time, or that you're okay with losing. I know it sounds like it's something crazy and foreign to say that, you know what, I don't care if I lose this money, but it does. It needs to be something that, if you lose that money, that you're still going to be okay. I don't want you to be using this money that should have been going to groceries or rent or anything else that is a necessity. Trading, if you are have a full-time job or something like that, should be some source of supplemental income that you provide yourself. And so that $1,000 to $3,000 will give you a nice cushion to be able to diversify your account. And why is diversity so important within the OTC? Well, because the volatility down here in the OTC is so great that the likelihood of you taking all the right steps and making your plan, and finding these tickers on a scanner where they pop up based off of the scanning system that we use, and going and doing your due diligence. The share structure looks great. There's reinstatements that look great. They're looking to get current, all that stuff. If all that aligns and you buy into something, there's still a chance that it could go down and that you could potentially lose money. But if you follow that plan consistently, you're going to get it right more times than you're going to get it wrong. And the potential for you to gain money off of your initial investment on something like that when you do that diversify is far greater than the losses that you may take. So if you're buying something at with $1,000, or we'll just say $500, and it's trading at 0009 or 0008, something like that, and it drops one tick, you're going to lose maybe $50. Versus if it goes the other way, it has a lot more room to go up than it does down. So if it goes to 002 or 003, you're doubling and tripling your investment. Whereas it goes the other way, you're minimizing risk by taking smaller positions. And that's what I did. A lot of us did with LIBE. So I'll go ahead and share my screen with you guys and explain to you my position on LIBE. So LIBE, and again, this is WeTradeHQ.com. If you're not familiar with this, is a community that I lead along with other influencers here But it's a great community that we have. And so I went to the LIBE page, and this is the trading view chart that we like to utilize. So I like to pop these out sometimes. So I'll go ahead and do that just to make it easier to read. Let's go ahead and zoom in here. So I went over this stock on Sunday on our Stock to Watch Sunday segment, and I stated that LIBE had reached its absolute bottom at 0020, and I said I was going to watch it to see what happened. So yesterday I did that. Yesterday I watched to see what happened, and around lunchtime it was announced that all of the debt had been converted over into this, and that's a great catalyst for a stock, especially as one like LIBE, because even after the notes all converted over, this convertible debt was satisfied, the float was still reasonably small. In the upper 2 to lower 300 million share range was the float, so it still made it quite easy to move, and we saw that here. So I got in the mid 2s, and we saw this thing run up today. Now I was able to turn less than $1,000, is around $900, into almost $2,000, or to over $2,000, I should say, it's just been an awesome ride on this one so far. It looks like there's potential for other catalysts to arise, which always means, when a stock has no more dilution and no more debt to convert, it always makes a stock much easier to move when you are seeing when there's no dilution going on. So if this potentially has like merger news that happens or acquisitions that occur, when buyers start coming in, it's going to make it a lot easier to move. So, and just to give you an example, before debt started converting into this thing, we saw highs not too long ago, just this year, of 13 cents. And even if we go back to last fall, it was at 20 cents. And so, guys, we got into this sub penny with a very small amount of money that could end up being a very large amount of money. And so that's why I always preach diversity within our group, and taking your small account and spreading that out. I can give you an example. I actually had somebody reach out to me today that gave me or that sent me a direct message through Discord, and said they took a $500 position on LIBE on Friday, actually, before I even got in, at 0021, and rode it all the way up to the high 5. So he almost tripled his investment with a $500 position. So he took $500 and turned it into $1,500. And then that's how you do it. So you turn in $1,500, and the key is that when you're starting out small, don't let your eyes get big because you see this huge run. Take the money when it's given to you, and that's what he did. So he got to that $1,500. He's very happy with his position, as anybody should be when you have a win like that. And he took his profits and is going to be using that to invest in other companies or other positions later on down the road. And that's how you do it. You don't want to get too greedy. You don't want to have your eyes light up and say, oh, this thing could go to a penny, I don't want to sell now, because what if it does? Who cares if it does? If he gets out and he made $1,500 or made $1,000 on a $500 investment, I mean, who cares? That's a huge win, especially if you're just starting out. If anybody's just starting out and you're seeing tons of green like that, you are making it, okay? Because and you should be sticking to that plan that you have set out for yourself right out of the get-go. Don't deviate from that, and you're going to see your account get big real quick. I have seen people within our group turn $1,000 into $70,000, and now again, this isn't overnight, but this is in less than a year. Less than a year, it took $1,000 and turned it into $70,000. Personal friend of mine, he never wants his name out there, but I love sharing that story because that kind of stuff happens. And that is, in my opinion, why I love penny stocks. Yes, the volatility can be scary and sometimes inconsistent, but the potential to make real money down here, as long as you're disciplined and do the right due diligence and hang around the right people, the potential for you to make a good living out of this one day is really great. I'm a testament to that. And there's a lot of other people that are testaments to that as well. So I don't want you to get discouraged if you're starting out with a small account. I just hate to see people have like $1,000 and they're only seeing 5 to 10% gains, or maybe they're struggling in the bigger markets because they can't buy a whole lot of shares, so nothing's really moving, and so that can really bring upon a lot of frustration and anxiety when it comes to trading over-the-counter stocks. This makes it fun. When you see a stock go from 002 to nearly 006 in 2 days, 2 business days, that's insane. You don't see that in the New York Stock Exchange, rarely. That's a 200% gain in 2 days. It's pretty amazing. So that's why we love it down here. Yeah, that can be scary. Yeah, it's volatile, but we try to help people watch out for those stocks that are really questionable, or you try to guide them in the right direction. And so that's why we're on WeTradeHQ. You go to WeTradeHQ.com. You can check us out on Discord as well. The links are all in the description. I encourage you to do that. I also have a course as well if you're looking to take your trading game to the next level. Everything that I provide in the course is also on YouTube as well. All that does is just kind of condense it down and maybe make your life a little bit easier and more organized. To check that out. So I encourage you to do that if that's something you might be interested in. So, got all that out of the way. I wanted to go ahead and just kind of address some of the folks in the room and see if there's any questions that I can answer for you folks. So let's go ahead and scroll through here. Someone said, like your logo volume. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the volume last night. I checked around. People were complaining about the volume last night, but I'm not sure. I don't know what happened. I haven't changed anything, and now all of a sudden it sounds better. So you got me. Someone said, like the logo. Yeah, one of the members within our Discord group created this for me and sent it over, and I think it's pretty awesome. So I'm going to keep it. I was a little leery at it first, but I think it's pretty awesome. It's a nice little backdrop. So I'm glad you guys like that as well. Sorry, I got like a squeaky chair. I need to take care of that. Drive me crazy. Any news on PACV? Haven't heard anything, guys. I know that a lot of you are still stuck in PACV. I am as well, with what little position I have left in it. But I'm just hanging on there for that settlement. No news. Nothing has changed as far as that's concerned. So we'll see. CYPE. Yeah, so CYPE, boy, guys, if you took advantage of the major pullback on CYPE, it went down to 4 cents area, and I should have made it one to watch for. I should have known better to think that it was going to drop any lower than that, but gosh, that thing was just on a major downtrend, right? But it shot up 251% today. A lot of you guys got into that, so congratulations to you. I unfortunately did not. I should have, but it is what it is. I did play CYPE before and got out and just ended up staying out, but I should have made another round trip on that, hands down. So is what it is. When you miss something like that, you're just kind of like, yeah, I missed it. I'll get the next one. Don't beat yourself up about it. Put that logo on a shirt. Actually, it is on one. My t-shirt guy kind of bailed on me. So if there's anybody out there who likes to make t-shirts, I'm all ears. I'd be happy to put it on a t-shirt. I heard he made the mentors thing. Yeah. No, that's funny. Okay. So I can understand doing a DD, which is due diligence, and how to identify potential good stock, but find it difficult to find a good entry. Used to trading larger caps and entering based on patterns. Any advice? So David asked this question. David, that's a good question. So my strategy is usually to get in at the absolute bottom of a stock. When I'm looking through my scanners and I try to find that unusual volume, as I went over last night, I'm looking for unusual volume, and I usually get in when that unusual volume happens. And then I go in, you get in small, and then when you go and do your due diligence and find out that maybe there's something more to this, then I take a larger position if I see value in that stock. And so then I get in at the very bottom of a stock like that. If it starts running and it continues to run and it's either maybe gone up 50 to 100% already, I'm just considering that gone. I'm not even going to bother with it, because that's how I manage my risk. And that's how a lot of other people manage their risk. Some people don't. Some people find that they see the momentum still continuing, and they're able to make money off of that, and that's completely fine. But as far as I'm concerned, that's just how I manage risk. If it's already started to run and it's made considerable gains already, I'm just going to consider that a missed opportunity and look for the next one. That's the short answer for that. So does LIBE still have legs to run? In my opinion, I think it does. I think this is only the beginning for this. We still have yet to come out with a real considerable catalyst. There's a lot of things on the table for LIBE, and I think it makes it a lot easier for them now that the convertible debt is done. So there's no more dilution going on with LIBE, and I think it would not take much for this to go into multiple pennies or more. So I'm just going to hang around, and so let's see. Tofik says small. I have $1,000 only. So $1,000 again. That's in the beginning of the video. I said $1,000 to $3,000 is a reasonable amount to start off with. So $1,000. You split that up 4 ways, $250 positions, and you stick to that plan. And I think that you'll find success as long as you follow the steps of due diligence that we do within our Discord group and We Trade HQ. Can you get more? I just skipped over it. Can you get more in depth about an exit plan and how you execute it? So, Tara, I have gone over this multiple times, but I'll go over it again real quick. So it all depends on your own plan, but for me, I always look for stocks that I plan on doubling my position or more. And once that does double, I'll sell half, and then see what the rest of that profit does. At least when I sell half, I know that I'm protecting my initial investment, and I can use that for future purchases. And whatever is left in there is pure and 100% profit. And you can sell that in chunks on the way up if you want to get rid of it completely. You always sell in the ask price as it's running. That way you don't kill momentum, and you can maximize your own profit as well. So someone said 48% up for me. Awesome, Steven. That's great. Can you show us where to find news for the mover today? So I actually have already done that yesterday and the day before. So I'd encourage you, Barrington, to go and check that out. I use Equity Feed as one of my main scanners, and that is how I've found multiple stocks like this. And the other thing is just being in the group. Sometimes there's so much going on. There's so many stocks happening that sometimes just networking with the right people and having them show you due diligence and say, hey, can you back this up for me? I want somebody to confirm, is this what I'm seeing? Are you seeing the same thing I am? And we get in a stock based off of that sometimes. Maybe the volume's right, the share structure's right, there's potential catalyst coming. So there's multiple ways, but I've already shown you how to do that through Equity Feed, and I've kind of already shown how we were able to find that potential in LIBE on our Stock Watch Sunday. So I encourage you to just kind of go back and check those out. I'd hate to waste anybody else's time to go over all of that again. So let's see here. Any updates on CMGO? Nope. I know as much as you do. Still waiting on that settlement. Okay. So LRDR, Joacar play like CYPE. So it's certainly looking like that, Kenneth. LRDR, for those of you who aren't familiar with, is being led up by Joseph Acaro. So Joseph Acaro, if you're not familiar or haven't been following this channel very closely, is a very successful CEO. He likes to take custodianship of a lot of these shells and turn them into quality companies, and then sell them or merge them in with another company, which as we all know is a major catalyst for the OTC. Mergers are probably the #1 catalyst that will get a stock moving in a real big hurry, and so that is what he does best. Certainly looking like LRDR is going to do that. Again, that was one of my stocks to watch when we went over that on Sunday. So are you still holding UITA? I never got into UITA. Maybe it was UITA. Oh my gosh, yeah, that was months ago. Yeah, I got out of UITA a while ago. Sorry about that. Okay, guys, so it looks like questions are drying up there, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it off there. Just a friendly reminder to please check out WeTradeHQ.com. That is our community of like-minded individuals where we share ideas and really build each other up and celebrate each other's success. Also want to give a shout out to one of our own admins, Kiko. He is also known as Pat within our group. He is offering a mentorship program for less than $1 a day. He's getting on with you guys at night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. For those of you who subscribe to his mentorship program, highly encourage you to do that. The guy's smart as a whip and really knows what he's talking about. And I myself am coming up with a mentorship program. It's not going to take effect until after I come back from vacation, so that'll be the 18th. But you're certainly welcome to pre-order that. You will not be charged until I come back. And so Also, with that, I will leave it up to you guys to check out our community and just look around and see what you like and what you don't like, and certainly reach out to us and let us know. We're just getting started here, and I can't wait to continue to propel this forward, and it's really been an awesome movement so far up to this point. So looking forward to the future. Also, we'll have an update for you guys on our member in need. I just called her to give her the good news, so I'll go ahead and let you know that Jenny Stroh is the one that we gave our funds to, that we had the fundraiser for on GoFundMe. We were able to give her over $1,300, and as well as a special gift from myself as well. So stay tuned for that. I'll be coming out with the video. I got all the permission from her that I needed. She's very overjoyed, and I can't wait for you guys to see her reaction to that as well. So that is all I got for you guys tonight. As always, I will see you all before the bell, and B Smith is out. Be safe tonight, guys.